My name is Jonathan Gotenko. I've worked on Life's Unlimited for almost close to 5 years, I would say, and it's been a really fun journey. Um, I've really focused on the aspect of really enjoying life as best as we can, as often as we can, outside of work and any other situations that come about in their daily lives. Oh, Life's Unlimited is a website dedicated on personal growth and really going through what I've experienced to get to where I wanted to be at that time, which is basically bringing a lot of people together who have the like-minded mindset, and through that, like, really helping people out in terms of being an inspiration and a supporting pillar for a lot of the people who I get to talk with or mingle around with, right? So with Life's Unlimited, I wanted to create basically a community. Life's Unlimited is basically a community where we could all share information and get to grow together as, like, I don't know, let's say like a city rather than just individuals. Yeah, I think I have a motto. Yeah, the motto really for me would be, you know, life would be definitely a series of possibilities. So might as well go out and enjoy them, right? So I would say, yeah, that would be my motto. Life's an infinite series of possibilities, and all we have to do is just go out and enjoy. The article that I wrote about Don't Forget to Play is basically about finding a nice balance between work life and leisure life. Sometimes, especially for myself, I find it, you work so hard throughout majority of the year, but there's one thing that you're always missing, and usually it's one thing that you feel really unsatisfied with, and it's just that small break, whether it's just going out with your buddies to, like, I don't know, hang out or play some sports, or go out to the night of the town and hang out with some friends, or even just like sitting down and reading a book, but more cases is a lot of people sometimes don't get that opportunity, and they're just really focused on hammering out the work to get done for their own personal successes. But with that success, I find it's like you do need to have a little bit of downtime for yourself, so to rejuvenate and rest up, so that way you could get back into the game. And that's what Don't Forget to Play is all about. It's just to remind us that outside of our working lives, our 9 to 5s, our 24 hours, we could always spare that 15-minute hour, 2 hour, that we could just relax and just enjoy ourselves, whether by yourself, with your spouse, or together as a group. For me, work for me work is a measurement for myself, I find, for the measure of my successes. It's the harder I feel like the harder I work at something, the closer I am to where I want to be in terms of, like, my goals and my successes, or throughout, like, the year of, for instance, like this year, if I have what is it, like a New Year's resolution, as long as I'm working my way towards it, it's bringing me closer, one step closer to that area. So for me, work is a measurement, I find. Play could be anything. As anything, I find. Okay, so basically play is having fun, doing something that you love to do, that you set yourself away from doing for a longest time. It's like whether it's hunting or skateboarding, or even just like playing basketball. Like that's what I mean by Don't Forget to Play, or just like the word play is just to have fun. Like finding time to have fun with yourself, or for yourself, or with friends and whatnot. So yeah, I find it's very important not to forget about playing or doing the things that you love, is because it's like a stress reliever. You work like 9 to 5. Then you have to, like, I don't know, if you have a family, you have to take care of like kids and stuff like that. But there's that one moment where you could just really just, let's say, like, put on a track and dance, and you just gave yourself a little bit of a stress lever. So that's why I find not forgetting about playing or having fun is so you could just de-stress yourself. You know what I mean? So if you feel, I don't, sometimes it differs from person to person for sure, but I think as a general, like a general method that I like to do is, I just find like 15 minutes of just spare time throughout the day, and just doing something that would take up that 50 minutes. If it's just reading a book, then yeah, like if I enjoy reading a book, which I do, then I'd read for 15 minutes, relax, and then go back into it again, to do my work and anything else, and go back and bringing myself closer to any goals that I want to achieve for, I don't know, short term, mid term, or long term. So if I were to explain it to somebody, it's basically, feel free to work as hard as you can, but the moment that you start feeling stressed out, just take a step back and do something different. Do something different that doesn't relate to work. You know what I mean? Do something different that you like to do for, whether it's like 15 minutes, half an hour, or an hour. In that time span, it makes a huge difference when you go back, because you feel a little bit more refreshed. You don't have to do it. The most important part is really the excessiveness of it. So you don't want to do it too much, but you don't want to do it too little, or else you become all of a sudden just switches, and you're just playing all the time. You just want to find that nice balance as well, right? So, and I think that's how I would go about explaining that. Um, yeah, actually, with Don't Forget to Play, it's amazing how, with my experiences of working with, especially with just like working up with like a startup, it really helps to just sit back and take a look at everything else around you. It's one thing that a lot of people, especially hardworking people, tend to forget. And just being able to just be with somebody for even like an hour just makes a huge difference. Going out for a run for like 15 minutes makes a huge difference before you go back into the grind, right? So that's the reason why I probably wanted to write about this article, is because it's just to show that people that don't forget that there's a lot of other things around you that you could soak in outside of the desk or the computer or whatnot. So, final word: be free, be happy, and don't forget to play.